And I'm joined by the Chief Press Secretary to the Benue State Governor, Tesu Kula. He joins me to give an update on what's really going on in Benue State at this time. Good to have you join us at this time. There's been a lot of blame and counter blames as to what the situation is in the state. And the concern is that if we not diagnose this issue real quick, it may continue to linger. From the state government's perspective, what's really the cause of this issue?
Well, the truth be told, the cause of this crisis, the cause of this incessant evasions, it's not hidden to anyone anymore. This crisis or these attacks predates this administration, and we must be careful when we limit the development to this administration. Some of these local governments, the attacks started as far back as 14 years ago, 15 years ago. They happen every year. In fact, if you go by tenure, you discover that this crisis started gradually during Senator Okume's time as governor of Benue State. It metamorphosed to a different tone when Susan became governor of Benue State. Susan grappled with this and left Otom with the same thing. Otom grappled with this and then handed over to Reverend Father Hyacinth Yomomalia, who is the governor today. And so, saying the root cause may be political, may not be all very correct, but then let us also look at what is happening. Who are these people? Where are they coming? Why are they coming? The answers are there. Before now, there was a group that will always come out to claim responsibility for the attacks, and they give reasons for these attacks. Today, there is a new wave of these attacks. People are no longer coming with cattle to come and attack us. They are coming with AK-47 and AK-49 on motorbikes to come wreak havoc in communities, cause deaths, and go away. Then you see people coming with cattle to occupy the villages where people run away. This is the situation in the state. Now, some people decided to politicize this matter to a point that is even ridiculous. And it's unfortunate that we are in a state where blood of the people does not matter in any way. Truth be told, that nobody will just delve into your territory without having people who give him or provide him with information on how you sleep, when you sleep, and how you work. There must be insiders. There must be people, there must be malls. There must be betrayers within the community. In Benue State too, we have this kind of people. And it is obvious that some of them metamorphose from being thugs to bandits. And so sometimes they work hand in hand with these people who are coming to cause mayhem in our state. This is the true aspect of it. So when the governor spoke and said some of the attacks, underline this, some of the attacks are politically motivated, then he as a governor and chief security officer of the state, he has a lot of information at his fingertip that some of us or some of you over there may not have. Now, let me give you an example. There was a group, gangsters, a group of bandits, a group of thugs that metamorphosed to become bandits are from the Sankra axis of the state. Sankra axis is those three local governments that are sharing boundaries with Nasara from Logo, Takum from Kasinala, and then Okun sharing boundary with Wukari. These are the local governments that we call Sankra. So there was a time when you have a kingpin in that area called Ghana. Ghana was later killed by security forces. When he was killed, some of his commanders scattered for safety. When they scattered, they now formed their own.
All right, Tesu.
And since then,
I mean,
Yes.
I understand the fact that you also mentioned that, this crisis predates this administration. There are concerns as to whether, because the situation is getting the attention it probably needs, then probably we are close to an end. But the president is expected to visit Benue by tomorrow. But there was a protest over the weekend. How receptive do you think the people will be to him when he arrives the state tomorrow?
If people protested, what were they protesting for? They were protesting to get attention. And now the president is coming in. When this crisis started and they took a different dimension, the governor made overtures. He made contacts with the president, briefed all security heads in this country. And that is why you see the NSA himself was here. Chief of Defense Staff came, Chief of Army Staff came, Chief of Naval Staff came, and all of them kept coming. IG was here himself. And so the attention of the Federation was needed, and we felt they got their attention. Yet these things started happening again. When it happened at Yelewata, the people got angry, and though the governor appealed to them not to protest, they still went ahead and staged a protest. Now the president himself decided that he would come to Benue. So what would you still protest? You protested to get attention. Now you have gotten the attention, whether it is through the protests or through the appeals from the governor or through the reports of the security chiefs that came in. It is still the right thing. It is still correct. So why will you still protest when the president is here to talk to you? Instead, you organize yourself in such a way that the president has given an opportunity for every one of our Benue people to express and tell him the true nature of what is happening in Benue. That is why the president said he is going to allow space for a town hall meeting. The youth will be there to talk. The traditional rulers will be there to talk. The religious leaders will be there to talk.
We will wait to see the outcome of that town hall meeting tomorrow. The president is expected to meet with major stakeholders and those who are critical to ending this issue in the state. But that's a fine place to leave the conversation for now. Chief Press Secretary to the Benue State Governor, TVC Kula, thank you for talking to us at this time.
Thank you, and I call on everybody in Benue State not to protest. Let us wait and hear what the president has for us. Let us be there to tell the president what is actually our problem, because the governor has been speaking alone. And so this time around, the people will speak. So there's no need for protest. Thank you.